morning. I'm Kevin Smith, Assistant Director of Planning and Development Services for the City of Sioux Falls. With me this morning is Fletcher Laycock, Senior Planner, also with our department. And we're going to give you an update on the status of the Shape Sioux Falls 2050 plan. It's the city's comprehensive plan that guides development and provides a vision for the community for growth and land use and infrastructure for the next 25 years. And as I was preparing this morning, I was reminded that the city's first comprehensive plan was done in 1950. So here we are planning out for the next 100 years beyond that. So it's really exciting for those of us in the planning profession to be thinking about where we were then and where we're going to be in the next 25 years. The planning process that we're undertaking now actually began earlier in 2024, and it's about an 18-month process to get from start to finish of this iteration. And our goal is to have it done by, if not the end of this year, maybe early on into 2026, and Fletcher will provide more details there. And our first phase of public engagement took place a while ago, and we came up through, I would say, the guidance, the direction from the community, who we really do lean on for public engagement to help form that vision of the community. Came up with 6 key themes: housing and neighborhoods, transportation and mobility, conservation and resiliency, economic development, community resources, and infrastructure and public spaces. And using the public input from those key themes, our team within the planning department, and including Public Works and Parks and other affected internal stakeholders, working with an advisory committee to start crafting the actual plan, the document that will be ready for public review and comment, and to provide us with the next steps a little more in depth is Fletcher. So I'll turn it over to him now. Thanks, Fletcher.
Good morning. I'm Fletcher Laycock, Senior Planner with Planning and Development Services. We're really excited to start this next phase in our comprehensive plan process. Right now we're in the drafting phase and we're getting into the public engagement part of that. As Kevin noted, we have those 6 trends, and so what we've worked on is recommendations for how to accomplish or meet those 6 trends. So for example, in housing and neighborhoods, we have housing variety and housing accessibility as recommendations. And so what we're asking from the public with our future engagement is, did we hear you right? Do we have the right trends and recommendations? And how do we prioritize those recommendations? So what are the things that we should be putting our resources toward? So there are multiple ways for the public to engage. Starting tomorrow, actually, we have a pop-up event at the Lake Lorraine Farmers Market. On September 20th, there's another pop-up event at Riverfest. And then on October 6th, we'll have our final open house at the downtown library from 5 to 7 p.m. The entire community is invited to all these events. And then if for people that can't come to any of these events, we still have the opportunity to engage through the online website. And that's a social pinpoint website where we have the same activities where people can rank the recommendations in order to give us an idea of how, as we're drafting the document, how to prioritize those items. So the goal, as Kevin said, is to complete the draft plan by the end of the year and have a final draft completed. And then in the new year, we'll be going to City Council and Planning Commission and City Council for adoption of the plan. And so with that, I'd like to thank the community for their engagement that we've already been through and helping us shape Sioux Falls for the future. And we're available for questions. Thank you.